Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to cover two issues from the Krakoan era. We're going to cover X-Men issue 24 and X-Men Red issue 13. So this takes place right before the fall of Krakoa, before the third Hellfire Gala. And I wanted to cover this issue because the main villain to it is a super cool character that we got back in X of Swords. His name is Pogg. He's this giant crocodile monster with 4 arms. And we discovered back originally in that story too that it's just a gigantic bio-exoskeleton. Like, it's piloted by this weird little troll creature. Now, Pogg comes from Morocco. He's one of those mutants that came over from Amenth. And the thing is that even though this guy, just like all the mutants that come from that place, are fixated on battle and conflict, he really likes gold and precious metals. He very much has like this troll personality to him. And I thought this character, or I hope that this character is able to find his way outside of the X titles. Maybe be a pain in the butt for other cosmic characters, like have him show up, try to pull off a heist with the CR or with the Kree, or even have him fall on Earth and try to steal stuff there and have him deal with Spider-Man or any street level character. That would be really fun. The guy is like a bank robber on steroids, and the main premise of this story is that he's attacking this casino, this intergalactic casino, the one that used to belong to Cordyceps Jones, and obviously the X-Men intervene to try to stop him. Now, back with the X-Men dealing with Pogg, the guy's a handful, like, he's a powerhouse. Pogg has the X-Men on the ropes, and we discover that he can seemingly copy himself and have other Poglets run around and do the stealing. Now, the cool thing about this specific issue, at least for me, is that Magic, who fought Pogg during the X of Swords, has a very odd friendship with him, or sort of understands what makes him tick. Tries to get to his inner troll, because I think she's the only one there that knows that this is a bio-exosuit, and tells him, look, stop fighting, I have a little gift for you. And Pogg is like, what? What do you have for me? And the whole situation is pretty funny, but well done. He stops the battle right then and there. He's willing to make a transaction. And what Magic has is like this new Marvel metal. Possibly it's a type of metal that's tied to magic due to the name. I don't know. But the thing is that Pogg is totally willing to take this Mysterium from Magic. He teleports away. The day is saved, but what happens is we have like this interaction between Cyclops and Jean Grey, where Jean Grey's really pissed off with Cyclops because he's never gone to Mars, to planet Morocco. And Scott tells her, look, I have no interest going there. I feel like we're being exiled to that planet. Like, good for you if you help build it, but it's not going to be a place that I'm planning to go to. This is actually going to be a rift that's going to sort of split both characters, but we're going to have the Hellfire Gala, and Jean Grey is going to die there. Then let's jump to X-Men Red, where we are on planet Morocco, on Mars. We have the return of Genesis. Genesis and her forces have been on a warpath. They have clawed their way out of Amenth, and has discovered that the Arakan mutants that have gone to Mars under the protection of Storm have suffered very much thanks to the attack of the Eternals, specifically. You know, I was going to say the Eternal Pluto, but that's the wrong planet. Well, Pluto's not a planet anymore. But that aside, the Eternal Uranus, Thanos' uncle, who actually killed a bunch of the Rocket Mutants, also Magneto, during the Axe crossover. But that is sort of half the story. Like, Genesis gets to slow down thanks to the leader of the clan of Aqaba. Well, not the clan, the Coven. Sorry, it's complicated. But the thing is, the Coven really hates mutants. They really hate Apocalypse. They are in league with Orgus at the moment, and they have forged this alliance with Genesis. They're going to use her to destroy everything on Morocco or Mars. Because even though the mutants on Morocco did suffer during the attack of Pluto, he killed a lot of people. At the moment, this whole mutant colony on Mars is flourishing, and other alien societies are starting to move there too. Even it's super cool to see Richard Rider Nova taking planet Morocco as his base of operations. So what happens is we have this Arakan Quiet Council, just like on Krakoa, and they're having this audience with this mutant that has escaped Amenth. His name is John Ironfire. He was one of White Sword's 100 soldiers. He was like this rival faction within the Arakan mutants who has fallen to Genesis. The thing is, he was sent to warn the mutants of Arakko on Mars. I must mention, John Ironfire has like this pretty cool design to him. And also, he has inherited Wolverine's fire claws. He has like these two ginormous claws that come out of his wrists, red hot, on fire. The thing is that John is warning the Quiet Council over this whole situation when Genesis crashes the party. So now we have all the members of the council in total panic mode. They don't know what to do. They have to choose sides. Because Genesis has told Storm, get out of the way or I'm going to destroy you. But the thing is that Storm really views herself as the leader of the Arakan mutants, and she has won the loyalty of many of them. This is going to actually split the council in half. We're going to get the setup to this really awesome war between Genesis and Storm. X-Men Red, out of the Krakoan era, is one of the better titles. At least it's the most consistent and being really awesome during the whole run. There is no filler with any of these issues. Like, it's jam-packed with a lot of cool stuff. So we're going to leave it here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.